Hello guys, my name is Mukanya. I'm a CEO and founder at JTDev. For today's video, we're going to continue with HTML Intro to Web Development with HTML5. So there's some few things that I just have to add in this video. So it will be a section, an article, and form. So we already covered what is a tag. So we need for the header, navigation, list, and uh, a tag or anchor tag. So we have home, about house, last thing will be contact us. So on the main element, we're going to have a section. So a section is used to wrap a particular topic that you are talking about. So this will be maybe article. No, this will be home. And then after that, we might want to use an article, and so article we're going to have h3. So because this one is more important, this one is more important than this, so we're going to get with h3. We're going to use h3. So can be article. Then underneath article one, we're going to have some paragraph. Then we say lorem 300, put in there. Then we add another paragraph. Then we just say lorem 300. So let's have another, but let's give it an ID. In the meantime, an article is used when you want to provide the content for your sub topic. So you breaking down the topic into small pieces, then you can actually put it on the article. Okay. We're going to give it ID of home. Then let's make a copy of everything here. And then we can just make a copy of this. And then copy it, paste it. So this will be article 2. Where is it? Oh yeah, this one. So we just want to change it about us. And then change this one to about us. This will be article 2. Okay. So we need to pronounce also this one, so we can take opportunity to paste another one. So this will be contact us. And then choose and article 2. Alright. Perfect. So let's see output here. So here we go. Alright, so we want now if we click on home, so it should point to home, and same thing for about and contact us. And to achieve that, we need to go to the anchor tag. Then on the href, you specify the ID of those elements. ID hashtag home. And hashtag content us. All right. Then about us and content us. Content here. You can see about us. There you go. Oh, it's this one here. I'm looking down below. So about us and content us. Okay. Alright. So that was it. And try to do this. Delete this one. So with the form, so if forms will make a long story short, all you need to know about the form, it will allow you to fill in the information or interact with the application, so that you can interact with the application. So let's organize things with a dev. Can provide dev, then we have level. So a level will allow us to specify maybe a title of what information that we need to enter. So this will be maybe name. Then we have input elements. So the input element will allow also to specify to allow the user to provide the information, yeah, like an input. So it will be the test field. So we can specify the tab as test, and then if you want to make use of a placeholder, you can use a placeholder. So a placeholder will be maybe an int or a tip to tell the user what information they need to provide. Maybe we can say enter here. Yeah. Okay, so let's do the same thing for setting. So I'm just going to copy it. Then we'll make some change. Then this one will be age. And then since the age we need to provide integer, we just have to change the type to number. Alright. So we have a bunch of type. You can just have a lot in here. And then you press a control space, then it will list all the type that we have on the input field. Okay, so since I want to use a number, then put there. Then apart from password, we can specify apart from age, we want to include email. And email address. So we can specify in here the type of email. Enter your email. Alright. So apart from email, the user might want to enter you might want to use a password. So password, you just change this one to password. Enter your password. So the user sometimes would like to provide the gender. So you specify gender to be so the type would be the radio button. So the radio button will the user must provide the information, yeah. the user must select either male or female. So this one we're just going to specify. We're just going to specify what span goes here. Then we say this will be male. Then it's supposed to be hypervector. Then I just make a copy of this, paste it here. Then this will be female. Alright. Then apart from that, let's include maybe uh, checkbox. So on the side of that, we need HTML5. So instead of schedule, we change it to checkbox. And the CSS3. There is no be JavaScript. Alright, so the last thing that we want to include here would be button. Include, then specify submit, and then value will be submit. What is submit button does? So submit button is allow us if the user presses submit, then it's going to send data to the backend or retrieve. So let's say maybe you want to you provide maybe your name, you want to search it, and then if that name does exist, then it's going to retrieve other information regarding your input that you supply. And then that's why we have two type of method. So the action, it would be where you wanna go, on which page you wanna render once you press submit. So that will see I remove action because I'm not gonna use it. But if you want you want another example on that, so press your comment. So let's make there's two type of the most used method would be get and post. So with get, once you use get to send data, it's not secure because all your information will be displayed on the URL. So let's see. So other attribute that we need to provide on each element that will allow the user to provide or select an option, we need to give it a name. So there's a name attribute, then we specify the username. Then same thing for surname. Don't forget about it. That shall be surname. Name. Yeah. Then should be password. PWD. Then purpose. Okay. I want to show you. I will jump this and then show you. Just before you understand, we need to provide a name also on the gender. I didn't provide that. Well, I just want to show you what will be. So let's include some name here. So what is the use of name? So name allow us to use those the title of the name of that particular element so that we can retrieve the value. Alright, so let's include what this will be. The name of this will be HTML5. CSS3 and maybe JS. Okay, so it's gonna allow you to provide the details, and then on the edge you can select maybe an edge or use that to increase that. Email address for email address, and then password. We're actually going to hide your character and gender. You see, this is a problem, and then to fix it, then we must make use of name to say that they belong on the symbol. So this will be gender, and then this one also will be gender. So now let's try again. Okay, there you go. So this one is problem. You can select multiple options, and then the submit will just going to allow you to submit those informations. Let's try, and then you'll see, since we use the method of get, and then you see the information that we're going to type in, it's going to be visible on our URL, which is not so. Maybe picture. Maybe picture. 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 Password there, and then zoom in, then subject, then press submit, and then you can see all the information is actually showing on the URL. But if it's also post, then it will not going to show it. But also it's going to be secure, then you need to have a server to work with post. So I'm just going to leave it as get, because what we use is just was using the Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, thank you guys, and please subscribe. Bye.